You won't believe how much these stars have changed. From baby-faced newcomers to seasoned Hollywood royalty, time has reshaped their looks in the most surprising ways. Some aged like fine wine, others took dramatic turns, naturally or with a little help. Get ready for a side-by-side journey through decades of fame, fashion, and transformation. These 45-plus actors will leave you doing a double take. Stanley Tucci bald, bespectacled, and impeccably dressed. Stanley Tucci has cultivated a signature look that exudes refined maturity and effortless elegance. Today, he's known for his polished presence, often blending his sophisticated style with his passion for food and acting. However, if you rewind to Tucci's early career, you'll see a very different image. A younger man with a fuller head of hair and more rugged, boyish features. Over the years, his appearance has evolved gracefully, transforming into the suave, distinguished gentleman admired by fans worldwide, truly aging like a fine Italian wine. Benedict Cumberbatch early. Benedict Cumberbatch carried an eccentric charm, his pale, angular face framed by unruly curls, exuding the air of a brilliant but awkward scholar. He had a quirky, offbeat appeal that set him apart from typical leading men. Over time, that raw uniqueness evolved. Today, he's a refined figure of intellect and allure, with razor-sharp cheekbones, tailored suits, and a cool, composed confidence. Hollywood polish has smoothed the edges but not erased the essence. He's still unmistakably odd, and all the more irresistible for it. Leonardo DiCaprio, baby-faced. Leonardo DiCaprio captured hearts worldwide as Jack in Titanic, all glowing skin, floppy hair, and those earnest, youthful eyes. His boyish charm made him a 90s icon, the ultimate golden boy. But with time, Leo traded that teen idol image for something more elusive. His face has filled out, laugh lines have settled in, and a scruffy beard or low-slung baseball cap now often masks his once unmistakable features. No longer the fresh-faced dreamboat, he's transformed into a reclusive Hollywood legend, weathered, wise, and still endlessly fascinating. Tom Holland. Tom Holland began as the nimble, clean-cut Peter Parker, wide-eyed, baby-faced, and full of boyish charm. His youthful innocence was perfect for the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. But a few Marvel blockbusters and red carpets later, his look has noticeably evolved. A more defined jawline, stylish tailoring, and the occasional stubble now hint at his transition into adulthood. There's a new ease in his confidence, a quiet shift from cute teen star to charismatic leading man. He's still young, but the transformation is well underway, and he's owning every step. Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett Johansson's early days were marked by a quiet, sultry allure, an indie film muse with husky tones and a subtle magnetic presence. Her beauty was natural, understated, and effortlessly intriguing. But as her career soared, so did her image. She transformed into a Hollywood powerhouse, embracing blonde bombshell waves, striking red lips, and couture gowns that command attention. Her face remains timeless, ageless, and expressive, but her aura has expanded dramatically. No longer just the mysterious indie star, Scarlett now radiates confidence, glamour, and undeniable star power. Elizabeth Olsen. Elizabeth Olsen began as the quiet Olsen sister, with a gentle, natural charm that set her apart. Her early style was understated, minimal makeup, loose waves, and a softness that echoed her indie roots. But as she stepped into the spotlight, particularly through Marvel fame, her look evolved. Now a red carpet fixture, she exudes refined elegance, sleek silhouettes, polished makeup, and an eye for sophisticated fashion. Her features remain largely the same, but the shift in energy is clear. The once shy newcomer now commands attention with grace, confidence, and quiet power. Zendaya. No longer the bubbly Disney star, Zendaya has emerged as a full-fledged fashion icon and commanding screen presence. She's grown taller, sleeker, and undeniably bolder in her style choices, mixing androgynous tailoring with dramatic couture and red carpet elegance. Her evolution is marked by fearless experimentation, blending streetwear cool with high fashion edge. While her youthful energy remains, it's now paired with a striking maturity and creative confidence. Zendaya hasn't just grown up. She's redefined what it means to age with style, power, and unapologetic individuality. Jeremy Renner. In his early roles, Jeremy Renner came off as scrappy and unpolished, with blunt features and a raw, boyish energy that suited his outsider characters. He wasn't the typical heartthrob, but he had a grounded, everyman appeal. Now, with years of action roles and personal battles behind him, Renner has grown into a more rugged figure. Weathered lines, salt and pepper hair, and a quiet intensity give his look a seasoned edge. His style remains understated, but there's a noticeable grit and resilience that reflects a life fully lived, both on screen and off. Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore's journey from wild child to grounded mogul is written across her face. In her rebellious teen years, she rocked heavy eyeliner, messy waves, and a party girl glow that made headlines. But time and healing brought transformation. Today, Drew radiates warmth, wisdom, and authenticity. Her makeup is softer, her style boho chic and carefree, and her laugh lines only deepen the sense of joy she now wears so openly. She's matured not with pretense, but with heart, aging in a way that's as honest and endearing as the woman she's become. Paul Bettany. Early. Paul Bettany had a ghostly, almost ethereal presence, thin, angular features, and an intense gaze that made him a natural fit for moody period dramas. His look was stark, fragile, and hauntingly elegant, drawing you in with subtle depth. Over time, he's filled out, his face softened, and his personal style refined into something more polished and sophisticated. Transitioning from enigmatic roles to the charismatic AI vision, Bettany's evolution reflects a journey from stark elegance to dignified distinction, embodying both mystery and mature charm with effortless grace. Mila Kunis. That 70s show's Mila Kunis once captivated with wide, expressive eyes, sleek hair, and a youthful, edgy vibe that perfectly fit the era's style. Back then, her look was vibrant and polished, full of energy and sass. Today, she's gracefully matured into a natural beauty, favoring minimal makeup and an effortless, grounded elegance. Her features remain unmistakably hers, but softened by the warmth of motherhood and real-life experience. Mila embraces authenticity over perfection, radiating a quiet confidence and timeless charm that feels both familiar and refreshingly genuine. Mark Ruffalo. In his early days, Mark Ruffalo embodied a scruffy indie vibe, unshaven with messy curls and an approachable boy-next-door energy that made him relatable and authentic. His youthful charm was effortless and unpolished, perfectly suited for the roles he took on. Over time, Mark's look evolved alongside his growing activism and life experience. His curls have taken on a distinguished salt and pepper hue. His features have grown fuller, and his eyes carry a deeper, soulful intensity. No longer glossy or polished, his appearance reflects a grounded hero, both on screen and off, rooted in purpose and passion. Timothée Chalamet. Once a gangly teen with unruly curls and shy charm, Timothée Chalamet has blossomed into a fashion-forward icon admired worldwide. Though his slender frame remains, he now confidently embraces bold designer choices, mixing avant-garde flair with a moody, enigmatic presence. His youthful innocence still shines through, but it's layered with refined sophistication and artistic depth. Timothée's evolution reflects not just growth in style, but a unique blend of vulnerability and high-art charisma that sets him apart as one of his generation's most compelling stars. Brie Larson. Brie Larson's transformation traces a path from soft rom-com roles, where her girl-next-door sweetness was front and center, to commanding powerhouses within the MCU. Early on, her look was warm and approachable, gentle smiles, natural makeup, and flowing hair. Today, her features have sharpened, her hair often styled sleek and blonde, complementing a wardrobe that embraces bold architectural silhouettes. Brie's evolution is striking. She's transitioned from gentle warmth to a confident, commanding presence, embodying both elegance and strength with striking ease. Natalie Portman. From the professional to Black Swan, Natalie Portman has moved through Hollywood with a rare, timeless poise. Her youthful, delicate features have remarkably resisted the passage of time, maintaining their ethereal quality. Over the years, she has balanced sharp intellect with graceful aging, opting for a minimalist style that highlights her natural beauty rather than masking it. Her look remains effortlessly elegant, quietly magnetic, proof that true sophistication doesn't need extravagance, only confidence and authenticity. Evangeline Lilly. Lily Collins once captivated audiences with her tousled island curls and sun-kissed glow on Lost, radiating a carefree, natural beauty. Over time, she's reinvented herself with sharp pixie cuts, striking bold brows and sleek, polished glamour. Her look has grown edgier and more angular, reflecting a fearless embrace of transformation. Yet beneath the refined exterior remains that unmistakable wild spark, the unique energy and charisma that first made her unforgettable. Lily's evolution is a bold blend of change and continuity, stylishly owning every chapter of her journey. Gwyneth Paltrow. In the 90s, Gwyneth Paltrow epitomized minimalist cool, straight blonde hair, barely there makeup, and effortlessly chic slip dresses that defined an era of understated elegance. Her look was fresh, natural, and effortlessly stylish, embodying the youthful simplicity of the decade. Today, as the queen of goop, Gwyneth's style has evolved into a polished, wellness-driven aesthetic. Smooth, glowing skin, clean-cut silhouettes, and carefully curated details reflect a sophisticated grace. Every element whispers the power of a lifestyle empire built on calm confidence, self-care, and strategic elegance. Sir Michael Caine. Michael Caine began his career as the quintessential charming Cockney rebel, thick-rimmed glasses perched on his nose and a cheeky grin that lit up the screen. His early style was rakish, full of youthful swagger and streetwise edge. Over the decades, he's gracefully transitioned into the regal elder statesman of cinema, embodying wisdom and sophistication. His snowy white hair and soft wrinkles add layers of gentlemanly charm, enhancing the gravitas he brings to every role. Caine's evolution is a masterclass in aging with dignity, charisma, and timeless appeal. Liv Tyler emerged as an ethereal beauty, with soft, delicate features, porcelain skin, and striking lips that seemed almost otherworldly, perfectly capturing a dreamlike quality in films like Armageddon and The Lord of the Rings. Her early look was whimsical and enchanting, drawing viewers into her gentle presence. Today, while she still radiates that signature softness, her face shows the quiet maturity and wisdom of experience. Her style has shifted toward classic elegance, maintaining her timeless grace while embracing a more grounded, refined sophistication that honors her natural aura. Jodie Foster. Jodie Foster's journey from precocious child star to commanding director is mirrored in her poised aging. As a teenager in Taxi Driver, her youthful innocence was striking, wide eyes and soft features conveying vulnerability and depth. Decades later, now in her 60s, she embraces natural aging with grace. Fine lines trace a life well lived, and her short silver hair adds a dignified edge. Yet her sharp intellect and unwavering confidence remain evident, reflected in a steady, piercing gaze that has only deepened over time. Jodie's appearance tells a story of wisdom, strength, and enduring brilliance. Demi Moore. In the 90s, Demi Moore was the epitome of sultry strength, sculpted, fit, and unforgettable in films like Ghost and G.I. Jane. Her sleek black hair and sharply chiseled cheekbones defined a bold, commanding look that set her apart as a Hollywood icon. Over the years, she has maintained a remarkably youthful appearance, though public speculation about plastic surgery has sparked debate and scrutiny. Despite that, Demi's overall image remains one of fearless confidence and ageless allure, a testament to her enduring presence and unapologetic boldness in an ever-changing industry. Lisa Kudrow quirky and blonde as Phoebe in Friends, Lisa Kudrow had a naturally fresh charm. Now she leans into a more refined and polished look, yet her expressive features and bright presence haven't changed. Minimalist aging, subtle tweaks, Lisa aged without losing her comic warmth or authenticity. Reese Witherspoon. Young Reese in Legally Blonde radiated youthful Southern charm. With her sunshine smile and perfect blonde waves, she captured hearts. Today, she's the picture of polished, professional elegance, still fresh-faced, but with a business-savvy edge that reflects her producing empire. Chuck Norris. A clean-cut karate hero in the 70s, Chuck's steely eyes and mustache became his signature. Age brought more ruggedness, gray beard, weathered skin, but the tough guy image never faded. Even in his 80s, he still looks like he could roundhouse kick through a wall without blinking. Kirsten Dunst. From child star in Interview with the Vampire to indie darling in Melancholia, Kirsten's look transformed from doll-like sweetness to quiet sophistication. She now embraces a softer, more mature aesthetic with a touch of vintage elegance, eschewing flash for substance. Linda Hamilton. Her look in Terminator 2 defined badassery, muscles, crop top, and a no-nonsense stare. In recent years, Linda has aged without filters, short gray hair, natural lines, and that same fierce energy. She didn't chase youth. She embodied resilience, both on-screen and off. Matthew McConaughey. The shirtless, sun-kissed charmer of the 90s rom-com era gave way to the lean, weathered actor of Dallas Buyers Club and beyond. His hair's thinner, face more lined, but he's traded smooth for soulful. From heartthrob to heavyweight, his look tells a story of evolution. Lena Headey. In the early 2000s, Lena's angular beauty was understated but magnetic. As Cersei Lannister, her icy stare and sharp cheekbones defined regal menace. Today, she retains her striking presence, but now blends it with a raw, effortless, real-world edge that fans admire. Christina Ricci. Christina's early look was gothic innocence, big eyes, pale skin, and a dark bob. From Wednesday Addams to indie horror muse, she leaned into edgy. Now in her 40s, she's still petite and striking, but her style has matured into chic minimalism without losing her signature stare. Jessica Lange. In her prime, Jessica was golden and glamorous, a true screen siren. Her transformation over decades is graceful, still blonde, still striking, but with a stately dignity that pairs well with her recent darker, more intense roles in American Horror Story and beyond. Amy Adams. From her sweet, red-headed charm in Enchanted to the raw, emotional weight of Sharp Objects, Amy has refined her look without changing its essence. A few fine lines have emerged, but her porcelain glow and expressive eyes continue to captivate with understated elegance. Tilda Swinton. Tilda doesn't age. She shapeshifts. Early on, her androgynous look broke beauty norms. Decades later, she's even more ethereal. White hair, chiseled lines, timeless mystery. Whether playing a sorcerer or a vampire, her look is not about youth, but otherworldly transformation. Maggie Smith. As a young actress, Maggie had refined British beauty with piercing eyes and quiet poise. Aging brought new layers to her persona, sharp wit, expressive wrinkles, and queenly presence. From the prime of Miss Jean Brodie to Downton Abbey, her face tells a lifetime of stories. Toni Collette. Toni started with a sweet, down-to-earth look in Muriel's Wedding. Now she radiates mature versatility. Elegant when needed, edgy when required. Her features have refined, but her appearance adapts seamlessly between roles, resisting the pressure to stay young. Joseph Gordon-Levitt. From baby-faced teen in Third Rock, from the Sun to lean, cerebral leading man, JGL's transformation is subtle but effective. His face has matured, jawline sharpened, and style upgraded, but he still radiates the boyish charm that made him a fan favorite. Sean Bean back then, long-haired heartthrob with rugged northern looks. Now, white-bearded legend whose lined face exudes gravitas. Sean Bean aged into roles that feel like destiny, kings, warriors, mentors. His visual shift? From romantic lead to hardened myth. Charlize Theron, new tone. She entered Hollywood as a statuesque blonde with covergirl beauty. As she aged, Charlize stripped back glamour, buzz cuts, minimal makeup, transformative roles. Her face today is leaner, fiercer, reflecting a willingness to sacrifice beauty for authenticity. Javier Bardem Young. Javier was rugged with curly hair and soulful intensity. Now he's a broader, more imposing figure. His face has thickened, aged naturally, but his dark eyes still burn with intensity. From lover to villain, his physical evolution enhanced his range. Isa Gonzalez Isa began with a youthful, girl-next-door image on Mexican TV. Today she's a sleek Hollywood powerhouse. Sharp cheekbones, sculpted features, designer style. Whether her transformation is all natural or enhanced, the result is red carpet dominance. Colin Firth. He started as the reserved, floppy-haired Mr. Darcy. Over the decades, Colin's look evolved into stately elegance, silver at the temples, tailored suits, refined demeanor. He aged like a British wine, classic, a little dry, but endlessly appealing. Brendan Fraser. In the 90s, he was lean, athletic, and goofy charming, George of the Jungle perfection. Life hit hard. Weight gain, surgeries, and time off screen changed him. Today, Brendan wears his experience openly. Gentle eyes, fuller face, and the quiet strength of a survivor. Dakota Fanning. She began with wide-eyed innocence and perfect blonde ringlets, a child prodigy in I Am Sam and War of the Worlds. Now Dakota is an adult with a refined look, sleek, minimalist, and confident. She aged quietly in the spotlight, transitioning with grace and privacy. Susan Sarandon. Always sensual, always strong. Young Susan had rebellious curls and fiery eyes. Now in her 70s, she still glows with that unmistakable spirit. A few lines, silver in the hair, but nothing dims her charisma. Her aging is honest and magnetic, aging with unapologetic confidence. Keira Knightley, new take. Once the fresh-faced star of Bend It Like Beckham, Keira quickly became known for her regal bone structure and poise. Years later, she leans into minimalist glam, understated makeup, vintage couture, and a quiet fierceness that reflects both maturity and resolve. Nicole Kidman, new take. Nicole's journey has been visual and dramatic. From the fiery curls of her early days to today's glossy porcelain image, she's evolved alongside her career. Though her appearance stirs cosmetic debates, she remains iconic, her look shaped by both Hollywood trends and personal reinvention. Emilia Clarke. Early in Game of Thrones, she was the platinum-haired Khaleesi, fresh-faced with soft features and expressive eyes. Off-screen, Emilia rocked dark hair and girl-next-door charm. Now, in her late 30s, she's matured into a more polished and poised version of herself, maintaining warmth in her smile and a playful, timeless grace in her look. Jane Fonda. From 60s sex symbol to fitness queen to silver-haired activist, Jane Fonda's face tells the story of reinvention. Her youthful glow has shifted into finely tuned elegance, thanks in part to cosmetic procedures. Yet beneath the smooth surface lies the same fire that fueled every era of her stardom. Kristen Stewart. Once known as the moody, lip-biting Bella Swan with long brunette locks, Kristen now embraces androgyny and edge. Cropped hair, bold suits, and striking minimalism define her current aesthetic. The glow-up isn't conventional, it's defiant, chic, and unmistakably her. Nicolas Cage. Young Cage had wild eyes, thick hair, and quirky charisma. His looks have fluctuated wildly with roles. Sometimes rugged, sometimes eccentric, always unpredictable. His hairlines have receded and returned, his style ever eclectic. Through it all, Cage has leaned into his meme-worthy uniqueness. Sandra Oh. In her Grey's Anatomy days, Sandra had curly hair and a fresh, natural radiance. Today, she exudes effortless sophistication, sleek hair, sharper fashion, and a glowing confidence. Her features haven't changed much, but her aura has evolved from reserved to commanding. Ryan Gosling. Young Gosling was a heartthrob with soft eyes and floppy hair. Now, he sports a leaner face, stubble, and a cooler demeanor that suits his drive and Barbie personas. Still dreamy, but now with a layer of classic Hollywood polish that elevates his heartthrob status to icon. Oscar Isaac. He started as a scruffy indie actor with long hair and soulful eyes. Over time, Oscar's look has been refined into dashing leading man territory, salt and pepper beard, sleek suits, and undeniable swagger. He's evolved without losing that smoldering gaze and humble charm. Josh Brolin. Once the rugged teen in the Goonies, Brolin re-emerged as a weathered, intense adult. With age came more grit, gray hair, bulked-up frame, and deep-set lines. His transformation into Thanos and other tough guy roles reflects a hard-earned masculine evolution. Helena Bonham Carter. She's always been a visual rebel. Young Helena had wild curls and a Victorian allure. Now she's embraced eccentric glamour with bold prints, messy updos, and dramatic eyes. Her look isn't about aging conventionally, it's about owning weirdness with timeless flair. Robert Downey Jr. From 80s bad boy to Marvel's polished Iron Man, RDJ's look shifted dramatically. Youthful mischief gave way to designer suits, stylized facial hair, and crisp charm. Sobriety and success reshaped his image. Less chaos, more charisma, with that signature twinkle intact. Reese Witherspoon, new style. Blonde ambition in the 90s, America's sweetheart during Legally Blonde, and now a media mogul with refined poise. Her features remain remarkably youthful, helped by self-care and subtle cosmetic work. Reese's evolution? More boss, less bubbly, but still dazzling. Joaquin Phoenix. Early Phoenix had a brooding intensity and boyish features. Today, his face tells a different story. Weathered, bearded, complex. Each wrinkle feels earned. His evolving appearance isn't about polish, but depth, mirroring the raw emotion of his performances. Jamie Lee Curtis. From her short-haired scream queen days in Halloween to her elegant silver-haired appearance in Everything Everywhere All at Once, Jamie Lee Curtis has aged naturally and confidently. She's ditched Hollywood's obsession with youth, embracing wrinkles and gray hair as badges of honor. Her transformation is less about drastic change and more about authenticity and bold self-acceptance. Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks debuted as the boy next door in the 80s, with tousled hair and a youthful charm that defined films like Big and Splash. Over the years, his look has matured gracefully, clean-cut with graying hair and a distinguished presence. Whether portraying a castaway or a wartime captain, Hanks's changing appearance mirrors his evolving depth as an actor and storyteller. Melanie Griffith. In the 80s, Melanie Griffith had a glowing, youthful softness. Her signature look included full lips, golden curls, and wide, expressive eyes. With time and cosmetic tweaks, her face has taken on a more sculpted, less natural appearance. Though her look has changed significantly, she remains a symbol of Hollywood glamour and bold reinvention. Nicole Kidman early. Nicole had a cascade of red curls and a porcelain glow, radiating youthful elegance. In contrast, today's Kidman is ultra-sleek, platinum blonde, wrinkle-free, and poised. While speculation about cosmetic enhancement swirls, her ability to adapt visually to roles, from queens to fierce mothers, has kept her at the top of her game. Helen Mirren. A rare beauty who didn't fade with age, Helen Mirren's early career saw her with flowing locks and a sensual aura. Now she's a silver-haired icon, regal, radiant, and fashion-forward. Mirren proves that aging in Hollywood doesn't require erasure of time, but embracing it with unapologetic grace. Sir Anthony Hopkins. In his youth, Anthony Hopkins had intense eyes and a brooding presence, with wavy hair and classic good looks. Now, in his later years, he exudes warmth and wisdom. His thinning white hair and lined face reflect a long career filled with gravitas, evolution, and mastery, aging that commands respect rather than defies it. Uma Thurman. Uma began with a unique blend of ethereal beauty and edgy mystique. Think Pulp Fiction and Dangerous Liaisons. Over time, her sharp cheekbones and piercing eyes have remained, but slight cosmetic changes have drawn public scrutiny. Still, her magnetic presence transcends aesthetics, remaining unmistakably Uma. Charlize Theron. In the late 90s, Charlize stunned with golden waves and flawless skin, a supermodel turned actress. Today, she switches between edgy buzz cuts and sleek red carpets looks. Her face shows subtle changes, but her physical transformation for roles like Monster proves her looks serve her art, not the other way around. Michelle Pfeiffer. Back in the 80s and 90s, Pfeiffer was the epitome of classic American beauty with sharp features and a feline allure. Fast forward, and she still stuns with elegance and grace. Aging has softened her features slightly, but Michelle avoids extremes, remaining radiant with minimal interference. Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston's Rachel cut defined the 90s. Her early look was sun-kissed and fresh-faced, perfectly LA. Now, in her 50s, she looks almost untouched by time, smooth skin, toned physique, and glossy hair. Though some subtle cosmetic help is likely, she maintains a natural aura that fans still adore. Vanessa Paradis. Vanessa's youth was marked by a whimsical, gap-toothed beauty and boho charm. Age has added refinement without stripping her of uniqueness. Her style remains French and effortless, and her features have matured into a quieter, more introspective beauty that speaks of artistry, not perfection. Keira Knightley. Keira emerged with sharp cheekbones, expressive brows, and a tomboyish elegance that set her apart. Today, she maintains that same structured look, but with added sophistication. Her style evolved from girl next door to regal and composed, a reflection of her shift from youthful roles to more complex characters. Winona Ryder. From pixie cuts and rebellious stares in Beetlejuice and Heathers, Winona was the face of quirky 90s cool. Time has softened her look, but her wide eyes and enigmatic vibe endure. Her comeback in Stranger Things shows a more grounded, timeless beauty forged from experience. Jason Momoa. Momoa's early career saw a clean-cut, baby-faced actor on Baywatch Hawaii. Now, he's the towering, tattooed Aquaman with a lion's mane and primal magnetism. His transformation is dramatic, leaning into raw masculinity and a warrior aesthetic that defines his star power today. Elizabeth Hurley. In the 90s, Elizabeth Hurley was the embodiment of British sex appeal, slim figure, bold lips, and glossy brunette hair. Decades later, she looks strikingly similar thanks to disciplined self-care and rumored touch-ups. Her current image is timeless glam, rarely deviating from her original allure. What do you think about these stars' changes? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.